I'd now like to welcome one of our SES ambassadors and most recently silver medalist at the 2019 World Swimming Championships, Mack Horton, as well as SESF scholarship recipients Teah Wilson and Riley Spicer to the front of the room. Teah and Riley were provided with the opportunity to be mentored by Mack over the past 6 months now and 6 months to go. And this is off the back of Mack's insistence to impart the learnings and insights he has gained over the years, dating all the way back to his time competing with Team Vic. Go for a sit. Yep, cool. Mack, I'll give you a start. All right, so am I on? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me? Yep. Can people hear me? Yep. Mack, firstly, thank you for volunteering your time to mentor Teah and Riley these past 6 months. I'd like to, as I mentioned before, you put it forward to the foundation. This is something that you'd really like to do. What was it that you wanted to achieve through the experience?
Well, I guess the idea came from a previous event I'd been to with SESF. I spoke to a group of people, and basically afterwards a group of athletes were just like pestering me with questions and trying to suck as much as they could out of me basically, and I was like, this is really cool. I wish I could spend some more time with some athletes and I guess share what I've learnt over the years. Put forward this idea, and it's been good fun.
Great. And for the guys to actually be awarded this opportunity, they had to write a letter to Mack suggesting why they'd want to be involved with this mentoring opportunity. So Teah, you're a netballer. Can you tell us what motivated you to write your letter to Mack 12 months ago?
I saw it as an opportunity to learn from an Olympian who's been down the SSV Yep. And I just thought it'd be good to be taught and get help and and who wouldn't want to be mentored by an Olympian?
Definitely, and I'd just like to point out that when Teah did put in her application, she was only in grade 6, so this has been a huge opportunity for her. Riley, completing year 12, you're a basketballer. What did Mack represent to you? Was he a hero, someone you could aspire to, or was it something off the back of the values and mentoring session last year that inspired you to write your letter?
Mack was just someone I could look up to in basketball. The pathway through eventually led everyone to the Olympics, and Mack's been there. He's represented Australia. He's won gold. So being able to talk to him, being able to get tips and tricks, confidence, stuff like that. So being able to speak to him has been a huge opportunity to learn and grow as an athlete.
Definitely, and off the back of that, Riley, you start. What are some of the opportunities that you've had through the mentoring experience?
It's just given me confidence to be myself, go out there and do what I do, play basketball to the best of my ability, and represent the state and hopefully lead on to bigger and better things one day.
Yeah, and Teah, what are some of the opportunities that Mack's presented to you over the past 6 months?
Well, we went to the Australian Open, and it was a great opportunity to get to know Mack and Riley. And then, Mack and I had a chat. We met up at a cafe, and I talked to him what do I want to get out of this experience, how to deal with nerves, public speaking, and just sporting questions in general, how does he train, what competitions are like, and recovery and things like that. And I learnt a lot from that chat. And then I was lucky enough to go to the VIS to watch him train, and it was awesome to see him in action and just to see what training was like.
Great. Hold on to it, Teah. What's the one piece of advice? Mack's obviously imparted quite a lot of advice onto you. What would be the one piece of advice that you would take back to your netballing teammates?
or like you never know what's around the corner. Obviously, I was hopeful to get this opportunity, and I did. So thank you. And yeah, just like dream big and be positive.
Oh, brilliant. Riley, what about you? What's that one piece of advice that you could take away?
Be confident in your training. You spend a lot of time, in the gym. For me, on the basketball court. So when you go on the court, just don't hold back. Give it your all. You never know what can happen if you put in your best. So.
Yeah, I think we can all take something from that. Mack, what about you? What's mentoring Teah and Riley taught you? I mean, they say a mentoring relationship is obviously beneficial to both parties. So what's something that you've been able to take out of this experience?
It's been quite refreshing, actually. Obviously, I'm a few years out of school, so just to, I guess, take my mind back and to put myself where these guys are, training, balancing school, balancing, life in general. But yeah, I've been impressed by the drive that they have, and I guess their willingness to try and get as much information out of me as they can. Yeah, it's just been really nice to get to know them as well. Yeah, two great people.
And looking back on your time in Team Vic a couple of years ago now, but would have this been an opportunity that you would have liked to have been presented with back then?
Yeah, definitely. I think any opportunity to learn from anyone is amazing. Even if it's, literally anyone, doesn't have to be an Olympic champion or anything, you can learn from all the people around you. So, yeah, anything to maximise those opportunities.
That's great. Finally, Teah, what does the next 12 months look like for you, and what's your end goal from a netballing perspective? You've got Rosie in the room, so, you can put in a...
So recently I got selected as a bottom age player to represent the under 15 Chisholm team. And so that was exciting. It was not expected. I just trialed for the experience for next year. And so I will be competing in October. Next year I can trial for the under 15s netball team, and if I'm lucky, hopefully I'll make the team and that'll be good, but I'll have to work hard. But my dream would obviously to be playing for Australia, like the Diamonds.
Definitely, and Teah just told me she's grown 1.5 centimetres in the past month, and given she's only year 7, we might very well see her out playing for the Diamonds. Riley, you're completing your Year 12 studies, so a massive year for you. What does the next 6 months, 12 months future look like for you? Obviously, finishing your studies is a big part of that, but basketballing is probably your focus and your dream as well.
Yeah, well, the season now is finished, so it's 9 months-ish till the next season starts. So at the moment, it's just finishing Year 12, doing the best I can, doing the best in pre-season to prep myself and help my team for next year. Yeah, well, basketball's a huge part of my life, so at the moment now it's kind of tapered off a bit. Yeah, just focus on different things and then come back to it next year, so yeah.
Brilliant. So thanks very much, guys. I know this is not an easy thing to get up in front of a room of people, but as you said, confidence is one of the talking points you've discussed with Mack over the 6 months. So I think you've both done an exceptional job today, and thank you, Mack, for obviously giving up your time these past 6 months and over the coming 12 months to mentor Teah and Riley. As I said, thanks Mack, Teah and Riley. Your respective journeys and providing insights into the value of mentoring. As Mack said just then, it's critical that you do find those people in your life that you can learn off, and I don't think that ever stops no matter what age you are. So I encourage everyone to reach out to your networks and find that mentor that you can continue to learn off. Teah and Riley, best of luck for your netball and basketball careers. I'm sure you've got a huge amount of wisdom that you can impart on your teammates thanks to Mack. I'd also like to mention that in the coming weeks we'll be providing an opportunity for current SESF recipients to be mentored by some of those amazing athletes that you will see in the room today. Keep an eye out and an ear out, because we will be letting you know when those opportunities do come up, and we will be asking you to write a letter, as Teah and Riley did 12 months ago.